Oh, now we're recording. Uh, I'm sorry, Quila. This morning I've got a little bit of technical difficulties. Quila's actually driving the slides for us. I foolishly updated my security software when I went to bed last night, and now I can't get the meeting software to run. But this just goes to prove that the people in Relive, with Quila's help and your understanding, you can still do this business despite your shortcomings. So a little bit about me. I have the very, very good fortune of being a part of Relive when Relive was just an idea around Bob and Sandy Montgomery's kitchen table. I was fortunate enough to find them when I was a young boy, really in high school, and I actually had the very, very good fortune of marrying Lisa Montgomery, who was my wife of 32 and a half years. We have raised 3 great kids. We just a few weeks ago married off number 2, and was able to do that without having to take time off of work because of Relive. We spent about 19 years working in the corporate offices of Relive. I was a vice president of sales development up to about 3 years, 2.5 years ago. Wow, 3 years ago almost, when we decided that it was time for us to do something different. We had always loved the fact that being a part of that Relive corporate team allowed us to help grow that Relive family. That's what we think of Relive. It is a family, and helping others to enjoy success is a passion of ours. And we had an opportunity to become distributors. We jumped on that, and now I work from home. My wife and I spend immeasurable hours together. It is absolutely wonderful. We have 2 granddaughters from our firstborn daughter, and are expecting our 3rd here in November. We're very, very excited about that. And our youngest is off at college, and it just life is wonderful, and that is about 90% due to Relive. I can't tell you how much this company means to us and the people that are involved in it. The fact that we've been able to take these products for so long and see the health benefits of them. I'm 51 years old. I don't have knee problems. I don't have high blood pressure. My blood work is perfect. I can jump out of bed in the morning, and I don't take medications, and that's all because we have been blessed with the fact that these products can help prevent those physical ailments that come with age and with activity. And we raised our 3 kids on those products. My daughter takes them as her I call it pregnancy nutrition, but she's been on it since she was a baby. All of our kids. Our son is just completed about 9 months ago, just completed a mission in Bolivia. We shipped him product down there. He did not enjoy the ailments that come with working in a foreign country because of that. He's an athlete. He's preparing actually to go out to BYU and try out for the football team there. He received an invitation for that, so our fingers are crossed. But these products have absolutely saved our lives, and we love having the opportunity now as distributors to share that with others and to help them enjoy those same benefits. The family is the most important thing to us, and Relive is a perfect tool to help families do what families should be doing, not worrying about paying bills, not worrying about their health issues, but enjoying one another and spending time raising kids and building a relationship with your spouse. So why don't we get rolling, Quila, and let's jump to that next slide. All right, so succeeding with Relive. It really is easy. Relive has a system set up that works, and it's worked for decades now. And those fundamental steps really revolve around helping new people discover how Relive can benefit them. And it doesn't matter where you are in your business. If today is your first day as a brand new distributor or a brand new master affiliate, or if you've been around since the company formed, new people is the key to the success of that Relive system. And the more people that we're able to share Relive with, the better everyone is. And in fact, that really is going to be the focus of our discussion this morning, is just how to help new people discover the benefits of Relive. And it just comes down to some simple daily activities that just become a part of your life. There's an unbelievable amount of support from corporate. The website, our website is phenomenal. Our product development is second to none. Our manufacturing is incredible. You know, we say time and time again to people when they're taking a look at Relive, this is your opportunity to become an owner of a multi-million-dollar business for a very, very, very small investment. You automatically get R&D, accounting, legal, marketing support, everything that goes with manufacturing, every distribution, customer service, everything that goes with establishing a brick and mortar store is already there. And when you join the Relive family, you have an opportunity to enjoy all of those benefits. And all our job is to share the passion, the dream, the vision of Bob and Sandy Montgomery, and help more people discover the benefits that Relive has to offer. So let's get into talking about what those steps are, those fundamental steps in that circle of success. All right, our next slide. The circle of success, and the key to anything that you do really is action. You know, we can sit around and talk and visit all that we want, but the truth is 90% of your success is going to be based on the action that you take, not how much you know. And that's because of the system that Relive has established to help us through that. If you spent 90% of your time sharing with new people and identifying people to talk to, connecting with them, sharing your Relive story and introducing them to other Relive stories, asking people for decisions, finding out how they want to be involved, getting them registered, and then repeating that process. If you spend 90% of your time doing that, you're going to be extremely successful with Relive. And obviously, the more time that you're able to devote to that, the faster your business is going to grow. But the beautiful thing about your multi-million-dollar business is that whether you are able to spend an hour a week working on it or 60 hours a week on it, that business still has tremendous growth potential and will always be there for you. So let's talk about these daily fundamentals of the Relive system. So the first is to simply identify people who don't know about Relive. You know, it's easy to use to keep lists of people and use memory joggers. You know, who are 10 people that I think would be interested in the product? Who are 10 people that I think would be interested in the business? We try to simplify it even further and just say, who doesn't know about Relive? Because I really don't know if their hot button is going to be the business or their hot button is going to be the products. So I want to give everybody that I know who doesn't know about Relive an opportunity to find out about both. And then whichever is the most important to them, we'll focus on that and help them grow so that they can have success. And when you start making your list, something that Stephanie Collins introduced to us when we were on a fantastic trip in Cancun recently was, you know, her list has really become a follow-up list. And that's because as soon as she thinks of someone, she calls them. She doesn't wait to write their name down. She thinks, you know what, I need to talk to this person now. And her business is growing tremendously because of that. And so her list has actually turned into a follow-up list. And follow-up is always going to be the key to every step along the way of this process. And follow-up isn't, hey, I'm just calling back to see if you're ready to hear about Relive. Follow-up is all about, how can I help you? So keep that in mind as we go through these slides, that follow-up is going to apply to every single step along this way. And then as you create that list of people that don't know about Relive, you need to start reaching out and actually making those contacts. And the contacts can be through social media. They can be face-to-face. They can be over the phone. There are a lot of ways to reach out and touch people, but the truth is that we always have people that we can talk to. You know, that we've got family, we've got friends, we've got people that we might actually go to that four-letter word work, that we might be able to visit with, the people we go to church with, school. the hundreds and thousands of people that you're able to make connections with on social media, there are plenty of ways to continue to grow that list and identify people that don't know about Relive. My family and Lisa and I were actually out to dinner last night, and I like to have conversations. It's a part of what we do, and we were having a conversation with our server, a wonderful young lady named Judy, and she was just a worker bee. The restaurant was busy, but she was always there and very attentive to us. And we were there at 4:30 in the afternoon. We're old now, so we have dinner early. So we were there at about 4:30 in the afternoon, and we were talking to her. And she's a young lady who's going to school in downtown St. Louis, and she's off for the summer. And we asked her. I said, would you be interested in making the money that you're making now, or 10 times that, but not having to work nearly as hard as you're working? And she was extremely interested. And I got her number and gave her our card, and we're looking forward to following up with her this morning and seeing if we might be able to set an appointment to actually share a presentation. But we always like to have conversations with people that we bump into. We try to be as friendly as we can be, and that helps people open up and want to hear more. So there are always ways to identify and talk to new people. And then the next step, as we move on through the slides, is to connect with those people and find out what's important to them. So, when we make these connections, it's hey, how are you? What's going on in your life? And we do a lot of listening. We've heard it over and over again. You have 2 ears, you've got 1 mouth, use your ears twice as much. And letting people talk, letting people share is extremely important because it shows that we actually care about them. And that's true because that's what our business is about. Bob Montgomery said years and years ago, and he stole it from, I think, Zig Ziglar, you're going to get everything that you want if you can help other people get what they want. And that's what we focus on. What do they want? What's important to them? Is their family important to them? Is their time important to them? Is saving for college important to them? What are the things that are important to them? And, as we were raising kids, I really wish that we'd been distributors then, because having those conversations sitting in the bleachers at ball games and dance recitals, how much downtime there is in a dance recital, would have been perfect for us to be able to actually share and build our business. At the time, we were working in corporate, so we would share and introduce them to the website, look for people that we knew that could share and help them become a part of Relive. Well, now we get to do that on our own. So always find out what's important to them and use that to help them identify how Relive can help them with what's important to them. And then we always use those conversations to try to take that next step, which is to set an appointment and share with people. It's very, very easy when we start talking to folks about Relive when we're making those connections to want to share immediately. And there are times when we can, but I always qualify that with, hey, you know what, we're starting to really talk about what we do. Have you got about 40 minutes? And we can really do this right, because I want to make sure that you know everything about what I do so that you can make a decision that's good for you. I don't want to water things down. I don't want to skip anything. I want to make sure that we are precise in our presentation, and that you have an opportunity to really see the big picture of what's going on with Relive. And I need about 40 minutes of your time to do that. Are you guys free tomorrow night at 4 o'clock, or does Tuesday work better for you? And I always try to give them a couple of options on getting that appointment set. And that actually is our next slide. Here are some examples of opening sentences that you might use. Hey, you've been talking about losing weight. We've got this unbelievable product right now that I really would like to share with you and get your thoughts on and see what you think. We always give them an opportunity to be the one that's making the decisions in our conversations, because I don't want to come off as that used car salesman who's trying to make sure that they get something from me before they leave. That's not the goal. I want to give them something that's going to help them. And so just be yourselves. Be natural in your conversations with them, and look to find opportunities to share Relive when they bring up things that are important to them. when our kids were older in high school and we were talking about going off to college, that's a big thing for a lot of people is, they would immediately start talking about, wow, they're going to be going to Missouri State. That's about $14,000 a year. That's a great opportunity to say, I can show you and your daughter a way to earn some extra income to pay for that. When do you want to sit down and do that? And so always look for opportunities to insert their need into what we have to offer. And then always use the tools and the stories that we have available to validate those things. There are so many great stories out there, and Quila has fantastic stories. I know that there are a bunch of people on this call, on this training this morning, that have their own stories about how Relive has helped them put kids through college or pay the mortgage or pay off their debt. Those are all important things to people, and take advantage of those stories. Take advantage of the online videos. My goodness, those videos that are on our website are fantastic for painting that picture and sharing that passion about what we do. And I should insert that here. What's more important in your presentation? Is it your excitement, your passion, or is it how much you know? I guarantee you it's how much you believe in what you're doing and how excited you are about it, and how important it is for you to use that passion, to use what you know about Relive to improve other people's lives. So definitely take care of those, or take advantage of those tools that are out there for you. And good grief, the website is mobile now. You can do everything right on the phone. I don't know anybody that still has the flip up, press a button 3 times to get to the right letter texting phone. Everybody's got a phone that can show videos and link to websites. Absolutely use that. Those are great opportunities. Hey, let me show you a quick video about our new Fit 3 product. Share that video and then use that to set that appointment. Hey, let me share, I'd love to share the rest of what we're doing with you. Does Monday or Tuesday night work better for you? And also look for opportunities to introduce them to those online meetings, those that folks are doing, the business calls that Relive shares, the story calls, the product calls that Relive does, all fantastic opportunities to validate what you're doing, and so that you can help people along the road of becoming a part of Relive. And then our next slide just talks about how we share the story. And I'm going to come back here to your belief, your heart, your passion is going to be key here. And we want to make sure that when we share the story, we don't skip any steps. We want to talk about how Relive started with Bob Montgomery and Sandy and Dr. Ted. We want to talk about the heart that Relive has and the Cologris Foundation and the passion we have for giving back. We want to talk about the products that are absolutely changing people's lives and introduce a story or 2 or 3 there so that they can see how these products are improving the lives of people around them. And then we want to make sure that they know everything there is to know about the business. And we do that by, again, using the tools. We love the opportunity book. We love the videos that are out there. We love taking people to the Get Started on the Relive.com website so that they can see how easy it is. And then always look for opportunities to introduce them to other people who are part of your organization, whether it's upline, downline, sideline. Again, we're all a Relive family, and there's not one person that I've ever met in Relive that won't spend their time to help someone else. It's an absolutely fantastic, it's better than the real family that I've got, to be honest with you. So always look, when you're sharing that Relive story, make sure that you're being passionate about what you're doing, make sure that it's about them, and make sure that you give them an opportunity to hear the entire story of Relive. And so as we're sharing and using the booklet, when we have our opportunities to be face-to-face, we always like to ask them, to get them started on actually seeing how they can be in business by asking them about people that they know. Who do you know that wants to lose a few pounds? Well, that's probably everybody they know. Who do you know that wants to feel better? Who do you know that could use a couple of extra dollars in their pocket every month? There are always great opportunities while we're sharing the Relive story to actually get them thinking about their list, their circle of influence of people that they know who don't know about Relive, who could benefit. That helps them to see that there's a real opportunity to build a business. And again, use those tools. The lifestyle magazines are fantastic. The Relive blog is a great tool. Again, lots and lots of opportunities to help them see what Relive is all about and find a way to incorporate those as you share the Relive story. Remember, you don't need to know everything. You need to be you, and you need to be excited, and you need to plug into the system. And then we're going to step forward to our next slide. That's where we really ask them for a decision. And when we ask them for a decision, it's as simple as, we reach the last page of that booklet that we're using, and we just say, so how would you like to get started? Where do you see yourself? What do you see? What did I share with you that's most important to you? Those are all good questions to ask that help them start thinking about becoming a part of Relive, and give them time to process. We've just shared a lot of information. Don't be afraid to let them think things over. And when they ask follow-up questions, be prepared to help them with those. There are lots of tools that help us do that. That compensation brochure is a vital tool because inherently people are going to say, well, show me how you can get started, those different levels in getting started. Be prepared to revisit those things. And that means that you need tools on hand with you. You need some super PACs. You need a distributor application, a master affiliate app. You need to have 1-800-RELIVE US on your speed dial so you can call customer service if you need help with anything. You need your upline's phone number ready to go. Anybody else that can help you explain to them how they can be a part of Relive is a good thing. And having some product on hand is never bad. When somebody says, you know what, I want to get started, when you can hand them McCain Classic or Now or Fit 3, you can make a huge impact on them because they can get started right away. So if you're in business, if you're that multi-million-dollar business owner, be prepared to do business as you ask for that decision. And then, our next slide talks about where they want to get started. Are they most interested in the products? All right, you want to get started on the products? Here are some options for you. We've got super PACs with Now or Classic with our patented LunarRich product. We've got a Fit 3 program now that's phenomenal. And you're going to want to take it. You're going to want some for your wife and your kids. And you talked about your mother-in-law had some arthritis issues, so we need to look at product for them. Again, another opportunity while you're asking for that decision to paint that picture of them being in business. And we do that even if they say, I think I'll just get started on the product for myself. We always come back to painting that picture of how they need to help the people around them know about these products and what we're doing. And then show them how they can actually, whether you call it a profit level or a discount really doesn't matter to us. I will be honest with you, a discount, saying the word discount or savings to new people a lot of times is a hot button. And we'll come back to that and say, now, you can look at this as a discount, but the truth is that's your profit level that you're coming in at. Right now, if you get a Fit 3 pack or if you get 500 points worth of product, you automatically are in at 25% profit. And that means that, if you help a couple of other people start, that you can enjoy some benefits of that right away. But don't be afraid. We're not afraid to use the word discount or savings, but we also follow up with that every time with planting the seed of that really is your profit. And that helps people to correlate that. Not everyone sees themselves as being in business for themselves right away. And so they're thinking about their checkbooks. And when we can turn that into, I'm not talking about taking money out of your checkbook, I'm really talking about putting money in your checkbook. When we can start to see that switch, it makes a big difference in how they decide to get started. But keep it simple. Try not to overwhelm them. Always affirm their decision that they're making, and be prepared to help them move forward as soon as they're able to, as soon as they make that decision. And that takes us to our next slide, and that asking for that decision. Are you building a business? Then we need to look at that master affiliate level. And right now, in fact, if you place that master affiliate order, you can get free shipping on that product. That's going to save you about $150. Again, the word savings is important to people. And then, again, you can always come back and review the profit levels. Maybe they're not in a position where Master Affiliate makes sense right now, but they could do that 500-point order and come in at that quick start level. Help them to see that there is potential to continue to grow no matter what profit level they decide to come in at. They may just decide to buy product from you at retail. That's great. But I always tell them, hey, after a few days, when you start feeling like you felt when you were 18 years old and want to share this with people, I'm going to call you and we're going to talk about helping other people get the benefits that you're getting. And that, again, introduces the fact that we are actually going to be doing follow-up with them. We're going to give them a call back. We're going to make sure that they're taking their products. We're going to make sure that they're building their list. We're going to make sure that they're reaching out and making those connections. So that's all really a part of that decision process for us. Is once they've made a decision, we always look for, so you want to get started on the product? That's fantastic. That's a great decision for you. You want to become a master affiliate? That's fantastic. That's a great decision for you. We always affirm the decision. But then we always follow that up with helping them see the potential to go to the next level. You're going to be a master affiliate? That's great. All we need, when you share this with your neighbors and they decide to go master affiliate too, you're going to be a director. That means that you're going to start actually earning overrides, which is the powerful part of our compensation plan. We always take the opportunity to enforce the decision that they made and then give them a view of where they can grow to next. And that all starts with that list and helping new people see Relive. And then we get them registered, which is our next slide, and we try to keep that as simple as we can when we do that registering. The way to make that go smoothly is to be prepared and to have practiced it. If you're doing a presentation on your laptop, go straight to your website, go straight to your portal, and start getting them plugged in. If you're doing a face-to-face with a brochure, an opportunity pamphlet brochure, have it, use that distributor application and get them started right away. Show them how easy it is. Don't say, all right, well, I'll need to call you back in an hour and we'll get you started once I get all the forms. You need to have those on hand. Go to relive.com and download them. You can print them right up, carry them with you. They don't take up any space at all. I keep them in my backpack all the time. But again, make sure that you're consistent in the message that you're sharing with them, and make sure that you're following up. All right, we've got you registered. I'm going to call you tomorrow morning and make sure that you took your shake, and I'm going to call you. For us, product shows up in about 3 days. I'm going to call you in 3 days when your product shows up, and then I'll come over and we'll start working on that list and how we can help someone else see the benefits of the product, because you're personally going to see benefits with this can that I'm giving you right today, and then you're going to want to start sharing, and you'll be able to do that right away. So, again, keeping that whole process of registering simple is important. That means that you need to be prepared. And then always come back to, after you get them registered, all right, let's get started with the people that who don't know about Relive that we want to talk to first. And let's give them an opportunity to use those teasers and reminders. You talked about your sister with diabetes. You talked about a neighbor who's sending kids to college. Help them, because you listened and you gave them an opportunity to share with you what's important. There's an opportunity for you to use those to help them build that list so that they can be successful with their Relive business. And that comes back, really, our next slide talks about taking action immediately. And that's really what we're doing after we get them registered, is we're setting them up with that whole you need to take action now mentality. Build that list. Let's make a connection. Hey, who do you want to call first? I'm here. We could do a three-way call right now if you know somebody that you talk to every day that is important to you. My wife's got a couple of friends she talks to 2 or 3 times a day. She's texting with them all the time. Everybody does. Those are people that you can send a text to and say, hey, I just heard about something that I really, really want to share with you. Have you got 10 minutes? I want you to meet a friend of mine, and it'll just take a couple of minutes. Those are always great opportunities to help them see taking action right now is important. And then as part of your follow-up, on that next, when that product shows up, we always take that opportunity to pull out that invoice and then take them back to the Relive website and say, this is the product that you ordered. and it's this easy to make to reorder product or to add somebody in your line. Those are all opportunities to help them see how easy it is for them to personally sponsor and share and get people to be a part of Relive. And then we're always reviewing the Relive system and the different opportunities that people have to hear about Relive. And then our next slide just talks about, again, the tools that are available to you. The Relive website, the blog, the videos, the brochures, the workbooks, the lifestyle magazine, relive.com/get started. Again, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of man hours invested here that you didn't spend any part of. Somebody else did that for you. Again, you're the owner of a multi-million-dollar business. Here's your marketing team at work, and they work for us. And their goal is to make things as easy as they can for us. Make sure that you're liking Relive on Facebook and following them on Twitter and going to YouTube and clicking on all the likes and everything that are going on there. You know, that Fit 3 program has really taken off. It's a huge part of our business now, and it should be for everyone. Tremendous support that's available through those Relive tools. And then our next slide really talks about the system, and this is where it's important for them to see that there is a cycle to their business. And as they take, well, let me back up. The magic to this cycle is them taking action every day, doing something every day that moves their business forward, putting another name on the list, making another connection, setting another appointment, doing another presentation, helping somebody get started, doing great follow-up every day. Those daily steps are the key to this business cycle. And the biggest part of that cycle is our international conference, which is coming up in Schaumburg, Illinois next month. If you're registered for that, we're super excited to see you. We'll be there with bells on, and make sure that people know, hey, there's a promotion going on right now. If you just sponsored 3 people up through, I think it's through July 26th, the day before conference, you can get a free registration. So how do you go to conference? Sponsor. And then if you're already registered for conference and you sponsor 3 people, you now have a free conference registration that you can put in somebody's hands. You know, always an opportunity to help people to get to conference, because that's really where you're going to see the heart and soul of Relive. You're going to get to meet people who have been there and done that. There's not a situation anyone's been in that there's not somebody in Relive who hasn't overcome that and built a great business because of it. We've got an ambassador corps that is a tremendous asset to everyone, tremendous leaders, tremendous examples. You'll get face-to-face with the corporate people. You'll get to see the heart, the soul, the passion that we have for what Relive has to offer. So I can't stress enough how important it is to make sure that you're at that conference. And then following conferences, there are training schools that take place and special events constantly. Make sure that you're on that Relive website looking where that next special event is, because you may have somebody that you know in Pennsylvania that is only 30 minutes away from that Bedford, Massachusetts meeting that's going to go on. You know, take advantage of the telephone and the social media so that you can actually invite people to go to those meetings and events even when you're not there. Again, weekly activities include a lot of this corporate support that we have. You know, our story calls and that corporate provides, the product calls, the webinars. Again, relive.com/get started, a fantastic tool. And everything that you see in this system is really designed to help new people engage, to help new people get traction and see the benefits of Relive and enjoy what Relive has to offer. So the next slide just talks again about International Conference up in Schaumburg, the 27th to the 29th. We've talked about that. And then let's step forward to Sedona. You know, right now there's in September there's going to be an unbelievable trip to Sedona. And I know there are people on this call who have been on Relive trips before. They are life-changing events. And to go to Sedona, you can do it in a whole bunch of different ways. Become a brand new ambassador. Help somebody that, if you're already ambassador, help somebody that's frontline to you reach ambassador. be a senior director and hit that $2,500 in overrides twice before July 31st, you'll go. If you're a brand new presidential director, you get to go. And in fact, if you're a brand new presidential or ambassador, you're going to get to stay an extra day in paradise. And then a really, really great promotion that's going on right now is the top 5 volumes in the U.S. and Canada from June are going to get an invitation to attend as well. And how do you become a, being in corporate, I know what those volumes look like. I know what it looks like to be able to qualify for that. It's not really difficult. Helping, if we're serious about building our business and we're making connections and we're setting appointments and doing presentations, inviting people to be a part of Relive and getting them registered and then helping them join that circle of success, you can see incredible things happen very, very, very quickly. I can help somebody get to Master Affiliate, and that same month they can help 2 people get to Master Affiliate. I'm not 15,000 in volume. It'll happen that quickly for you. And always remember that real people win these trips. These events aren't something for the elite. And in fact, I would argue that the new person has a better chance of going than somebody that's been around for 15 years because they've got that excitement, they've got that pool of people to talk to, and they can go out there and make things happen. And if you've been around 15 years, how do you qualify? You do the same thing that they do. You go out and maybe you revisit some people that have told you no or it's not time yet. Maintaining that follow-up, make sure that you know the people that you are in your organization or that you're talking to. Make sure that they know all about the fantastic promotions that Relive has to offer. The Power of 3 promotion, it's going to run through July, and basically that says if I help somebody reach the Master Affiliate level, they're going to double my income because my wholesale profit for a new master is about $250, and Relive is going to pay me a $250 bonus the first time that I do that. If I do a second time, they're going to give me another $250. If I do it a third time, they're going to give me $500. So I can turn that $750 profit that I would earn for helping 3 people reach Master Affiliate into $1,750. Who doesn't want to earn a bonus like that? That's available to everybody, whether you're brand new or you've been in the business for 30 years. So make sure that people are aware of that. And again, I always, this free shipping for the Master Affiliate order is huge. Don't overlook the Master Affiliate level. Don't prejudge and think someone can't do that. When we do our jobs right and they see the big picture and can plug themselves into that Relive system, Master Affiliate is absolutely the best place to get started. They enjoy the biggest savings, the biggest profit level, and it starts them on that path to earning big income through overrides. So make sure that you're engaging your team. That's the title of our next slide. And conference is a great place to develop a library of stories for health or business. Take plenty of business cards. Take a notebook. Ask people to share their story. Get phone numbers. Man, people are just more and more, or the people at conference are very, well, not just conference, but anybody that's involved in Relive will always give you their contact information so that they can share their story. Those are life-changing events that they want to share with people so that they can enjoy those great benefits. Help people see the magic of being an ambassador, and then always stay engaged as far as what's going on in Relive. Relive does a great job. They've got an email list. Make sure that you're signed up for that. Make sure that the people that you talk to know about it and sign up so that they know what's going on in Relive all the time. There are always calls and webinars, and always go out and check that blog a couple of times a week. And our Facebook page is pretty much 90% of our Facebook page is just Relive. It's fantastic to see the progress that people are making and the success that they're having with this Fit 3 promotion. So always look for opportunities to stay engaged. And then goal setting is obviously going to be paramount. That road to presidential is real. Be a master affiliate, be a director, be a key director, be a senior director, be a master director, be an ambassador, be a presidential director. Those are real. Real people do those. And the best goals to set really are those little goals. I'm going to talk to 5 people today. I'm going to do 5 presentations this month. Tom Moody has challenged us to do that. I'm going to do, I'm going to get 10 new customers this month. And then even break that down into daily activities. Today I'm going to spend an hour and a half making new connections. I'm going to spend 30 minutes looking to set appointments, those kind of things. So always be looking for opportunities to take that next step and reduce it down to just those simple daily tasks of staying engaged and staying a part of that Relive circle of success. And then duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. It should always be about who is the next person that I want to talk to, who's the next person that I need to follow up with, who's the next person that I need to do a presentation with. It's all about who's next, and it's all about who doesn't know about Relive. Keep it simple and keep moving forward. That's it. I absolutely love what I do. I love being a part of this great company, and I love the fact that somebody who's as simple as I am can have success doing it, because the system that Relive has does it for me. The people that are involved in Relive do it for me, and we are so blessed to be a part of this, and will forever be a part of Relive. So that's it for me this morning. Like I said, I warned you up front. I like to move quickly. Does anybody